Okay, I think we are live. Okay, let me let everyone in. Hey, everyone. Hey, everyone is here. Okay, how's everyone doing? Hey, Billy, how are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, Stephanie, Michelle, Amanda, Abigail. Oh, you saw. Okay. Hey, all right. Um, how was everyone's eclipse season or October eclipse? Yeah. Okay. Hey, Zola. Zola's coming in. Yeah, the eclipse were kind of interesting. Um, Kelsey Maria. Okay, hey Kelsey Maria G. And Zola, what's up, Zola? How are you? All right. So we're streaming to YouTube, so that way this is going to cover the whole month of November too. So, all right. Everyone doing all right? Huh? So, hey Michelle.
Mm.
Okay, I'm going to share screen and we're going to look at. Here's an interesting chart that I had up earlier today. Oh, let me go back one more. Let me go back one more. Okay, there we go. That's it. All right. So I wanted to open this up because I noticed for tomorrow, um, it's interesting because I was like gonna do this video tomorrow, but I thought today because something was telling me, no, do it today so people can prepare for tomorrow. And I was like listening to my intuition, like, well, what's tomorrow? So we have an interesting Merkaba tomorrow. Um, so let me get this pen out. Hang on a second. Okay. Hey, somebody's texting me. Let me just make sure it's not someone stuck. Okay. Never mind. All right. So what I noticed right away, we had this interesting Merkaba. Let me get rid of this drawing thing. You see here, it's connecting Uranus and Aries up to Pluto and Sag, down to Venus and Virgo, 1 degree Virgo. So the beginning of Virgo, Venus is here. And then it comes across again. So that's one trine. That's the trine coming from Earth going up. And then the other one is Neptune and Pisces coming to, what did I have here? Oh, it's just Mercury. Let me see, Neptune. Yeah, it's just Mercury. Yeah, Mercury. And then down to the moon. You see? So two trines, one up, one down. And then there's support between. You see these little support, these sextiles? So basically everything's connected. Moon's connected to Venus, Venus connected to Mercury and Mars, and then connected to Pluto, and then Pluto connected to Neptune, Neptune connected to Uranus. So you see how all of this whole chart is connected? This is all going on tomorrow. So the question is, well, what does this mean? So we'll break it down because I wrote a few things that are quite interesting. I'm just trying to move this camera around. I'm also on my boat and it's a windstorm, so you hear all the lines hitting. It's not fun. There's a lot of wind today. It's cold. Um, so this is the trine going up from the heavens to the Pluto. I see this as awakening the priestess because you have Uranus and Aries awakening to the new. Then Venus in Virgo. This is literally hang on. I also want to record this too. Hang on one sec, one sec. Sorry guys. Yeah. Okay. I want to make sure in case it doesn't go live. Okay, hang on. Something is recorded to the cloud. Okay, great. Okay, so we got it. So yeah, so I was saying this one is Uranus, Venus in Virgo. That is actually 100% the Sophia. This is the powerful feminine. Virgo is the sky mother goddess, and Venus we know is the feminine 1 degree, just entering in after spending time in Leo. So building up that heart fire energy, then coming into doing the work of Virgo, which is where the south node is. So there's a remembering of the awakened priestess, because it's hitting Venus, hitting Pluto is feminine power. So all of this is awakening the priestess power in us. Can even be in male too, it doesn't matter. But that priestess, and then we have to look at what that is. That's the feminine archetype. That's the receptive, powerful, the goddess, mother, creator energy. Because right now we have destructive force energy running through our systems. I haven't been watching the news, but every time I do, there's missiles flying. So there's something going on that's not correct. So that's what needs to be awakened is the Sophia, the divine mother power in everyone. Right? So that's what we have to look at. Now the trine going down from the heavens down to the earth. Because every time I look at a Merkaba, I use what's called pyramid power. So you go from the base up to the pinnacle. So this base is from earth to the heavens. So this is awakening the priestess on earth, showing, tapping into the Sophia Pluto in Sag power, so this is kind of what we're looking at. Then coming down, we have this Neptune, Moon, and Mercury. Neptune, so all this is intuition of where is Mercury and Maat, right? Maat is where we get literally the 10 commandments from. These are the 42 laws of Maat, the Egyptian goddess Maat, where this is where you get the scales of Libra, because on the temple scenes, they weigh your heart against a feather. Those are the scales. Have you lived as a righteous human on earth? Do you have a heavy heart? Are you bitter? You have anger? Okay, you're not of pure heart. You have to reincarnate. If you are a pure heart, lighter than the feather, guess where you go? With Isis and Osiris in the heavens, the king and the queen of the heavens. So Mercury is there. Mercury is the planet of communication and information and discovering. So it's discovering or remembering how to communicate with the power. Power, because I say you have Mars there, the power of Maat. And you have the sun in Virgo, at the end of Virgo, coming into Maat. Power of Virgo coming into Maat. So this is a time where the feminine is being awakened, the priestess energy. Now has to integrate the masculine Mars energy to awaken and come into the Ma'at to restore cosmic balance and order. So that's the Merkaba, the starseed energy of remembering. And can we remember that or not? That's the question, right? Do we need to or not? So if you're paying attention to the celestial happenings, you might rise to the occasion and say, yeah, you know what? Like, let's pray on this. Let's manifest this, right? And if you're not, you just missed the point. And that's my case for tropical versus sidereal astrology. Tropical astrologer wouldn't have made this conclusion because none of these planets would be in Ma'at. None of these planets would be searching for cosmic law and balance. None of these planets would be working with the Sophia codes. I don't know where they would be putting them. I'm not spending time on that. But this is just my point, And then next, you have a mystic square. This mystic square involves Pluto opposing Moon and the nodes. Again, Moon, Pluto is the priestess energy. This is the power of the hidden priestess energy. And the moon is in 0 degrees Cancer, is how we show it here. And we know Cancer is the Scarabaeus beetle. This is birth. The ancient Egyptians know the Scarabaeus beetle, Cancer, as the symbol of rebirth. This is the winged disc of Horus. This is the Scarabaeus with the wings and the sun disk of his head. This is awakening to the new. So all of this is processing collective wounds with Chiron North Node as well, because we have the square with the node and Chiron as well. So this is tomorrow. Will we rise to this occasion tomorrow? So that's the question. So does anybody have anything to say on this? Because we're going to move over to the new moon. No? We're good? Yeah? Don't all speak at once. All right. Let's look at the new moon coming up. So that's November 3rd. The new moon on the 13th. Same thing, you know. So I'm looking at numbers. I'm starting to pay attention to a little bit of numerology. So I see 12 degrees Virgo, Venus. Sophia, this is Sophia influence. It's trine on Pluto. So let me find out where that is. Right here. Right here. So this is the power of the Sophia. Then we can see the new moon is in Maat. So now we have moon, 7 degrees, and Mars 9. That's interesting, right? 779. And then, if I'm not mistaken, no, on the full moon will be square Saturn, which is kind of a little scary. Full moon doesn't look too good. So I'm going to try to like not scare you on that. I don't know why I can't get rid of this. Hang on a second. Okay, there we go. All right. So now we want to look at this here. So it's interesting. We see the 12, Venus, trine, Pluto. Then we have it in accessing the power of Maat, because we have Mars there. This is the power 9. So 779. 7 is the number of the three-dimensional human. 7, Saturn, cube, 7 chakras, all that kind of jazzy stuff. And then 9, the power of the angels with Mars. And then Mercury in Scorpio. Mercury in Scorpio always reveals the hidden. Scorpio is the deep, dark, hidden, occult. Mercury is the information, brings the information out of the hidden. Okay, so then it sextiles the Venus. So I see that. Sextile there. And come down, and that's about it. So Mercury is a pretty straight contact with Venus. So this is more of an awakening, the communication of the hidden, the information of the hidden. And then what do I have opposing Uranus? Oh, all of that new moon is opposing Uranus in Aries, the awakening. Okay, and then trine on Neptune and Pisces, spiritual strength, collective wounds, North Node Chiron. And then Jupiter, protect and expand in Aries, this awakening, to protect and expand while awakening with the power of Sophia, the divine Sophia codes. 779. Okay, so this is new moon. This is the intention. So go through tomorrow, 10 days later, new moon is like, okay, you know, we're ready to keep on going and access the power now. Yes, you know, this is where we go. And then we culminate on the full moon, which is November 27th, right here. So this, I don't like it too much. So let me just expand this a bit. Hang on a second. I'm not kind of impressed. Let me see if this can move around. Hang on a sec. Oh, no, I think I screwed up. Let me see something. All right. I have to just open it back up again. Hang on. Well, I have it here. Let me just see. Anyway, I wrote the notes. I'll just use it on this full moon short. I have it in Prometheus up. Okay. Because when I'm streaming, things run really slow. So November 27th, we have the full moon. Kind of wigged me out just a little bit. I'll show you what I saw. First of all, we have, well, this mystic square, there's nothing here, but we have this T square with Saturn and Mars. Saturn Mars square, never good. It's never good to have a Saturn Mars square, and it's in Scorpio, and you have the Sun. So that creates frustration because Mars in Scorpio is pretty deep and intense and wants to to it's a fighter in this point. It's pretty intense. Opposing the moon in Taurus. The moon in Taurus here, when it's in Taurus, it wants to look, it's searching for home. So I was originally thinking, okay, this is probably the homeland stuff that we're seeing this war about. So, and they're opposing each other. So this is, yeah, needing home. This is needing. Moon is the emotions that needs. It's the needs home. Then you have Saturn in Aquarius, which, Saturn is learning in Aquarius, which is interesting. Because Saturn is the ruler of time, but Aquarian age is beyond time because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is going through an awakening in Aries, ruled by Mars, but then it squares Saturn. So there's this conflict that I'm seeing here because Mars and Saturn is actually military. Mars Saturn creates the military dominance. So the weak-minded will probably react to the Mars, Saturn, and the moon of needing home, fighting for homeland. So this doesn't feel amazing to me, to be honest. So, but at the end of the day, we want to look at other things. We see sextile with Venus in Virgo, Mercury in Aquarius, Fucus. That is pretty powerful information. That is beyond the ethers. That's in the ethers. Information from the ethers. Trines on Jupiter or North Node, the path of healing the collective wounds. So what does that mean? This is what we're looking at. What does that mean? That Mercury is in a good space, revealing information, and then it's part of this Pluto square North nodes and South node, so, and Venus. So this is like a lot of power, and if you're weak-minded, weak-hearted, you would be triggered. And this is the problem area, is what I'm seeing. And plus full moon, we know people are on edge on full moon. So this is what I'm kind of seeing. So does anybody have anything to add to that? I'll stop share for a minute and then we'll get into transits. Yeah? Everybody good? Yeah? You see what I'm laying down? You see what I'm seeing? Yeah, so new moon is not the best. And I don't know when is Thanksgiving and stuff. So I don't know. I'm worried about that. So if we can tap into the higher realms, then we can transmute all of that. but the controllers are. I mean, let's hope they are. You know. So, anybody want to add anything to whatever before? Because the transits are just going to show PowerPoint, power dates on everything I laid out, all the aspects. So.
It reminds me of what was it, maybe 2, 3 years ago
Hmm.
when we did a when he did the Mercury, but that time, and
Hmm.
during that time was when I was talking about volcanoes and things of that nature.
Hmm.
So
Second map.
with hmm so now with this one, I'm thinking more so in line of the way that things are culminating. Certain countries are going to probably back off, and then
Oh.
on top of that, there's certain ones that are probably going to just do a lot of interference in a sense. And then when it comes on a personal level for, like, a lot of us, it's really going back to, I want to say, October's videos that you did.
Hmm.
And it's basically that, still heeding that call. And with tomorrow being with that particular energy, this would be like a perfect time for, humans on this planet to do like what they did for the Dogon ceremony, where there was praising, trying to praise the destruction of humankind in a sense, but it's not necessarily that. It was just basically taking us down a notch. And then they had that World Prayer Day or
Hmm.
meditation day. I forgot when that was, but it's kind of like that was going on. And then when you just show for that new moon, oh, that's definitely I would say something in either in Africa, or more so it's going to be more of a climactic start to the spreading of that uh, mini battle that's over there in Israel.
Hmm. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. And this is like about resonating. I think you commented on the Facebook thing that I shared when the guy was talking about the Gregorian calendar because you work on the Egyptian calendar, and he's like, the Gregorian calendar has you on the wrong date. So you're saying that the entire world is saying because we work on originally it was a 13 lunar month calendar, 28 days a month. That's the menstrual cycle of a
Yeah.
feminine, of the feminine, right? And then, but if everyone is vibrating and affirming the wrong dates, so today is, what's today? What is it? November 2nd.
Mhm.
We will make the vibration of November 2nd, which is not in universal harmony.
Mhm.
That's not in Maat, cosmic law and balance. That's in the matrix. So then the
Correct.
matrix
Yeah.
vibrates at the date
Chaotic.
that's not in human
Yeah.
alignment.
It becomes chaotic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
chaotic, confused, and all those things kick in. So
Mhm.
as long as I still don't know how to follow that calendar, but I do the stars. So I mean, that's the best I can do. We can do the best we can. That's it.
I mean, that's pretty much what it is. It's just like people don't, when people get the calendar, the gist of the calendar is what you just said,
Hmm.
to be able to follow the stars. That's the
Hmm.
reason for that calendar,
Hmm.
or the Egyptian calendar. I'll be more specific. It's
Hmm.
to get yourself acclimated to the cosmos so you can flow with the cosmos. After that, you don't have to worry about nothing else because you already know what each sign would represent, what power is given for each one. Then on top of that, when it comes to those planetary ones, you can start to like truly manipulate it. If people really wanted to, they could truly manipulate this time and space on level.
Hmm.
But like you was in the video, or like what the guy was saying in the video, there's 8 freaking billion people subscribing to this particular
Yeah, no doubt.
mental space. And if those 8 million people is going to be there, that's going to create the reality regardless. What I'm trying to do is help alter that and get us back into a certain frequency,
Yeah.
what we call first frequency specifically, instead of vibrating on the 4, 3, and 2. The more that we stay in those, the more we're just going to keep watching all this crazy,
Mm-hmm.
senseless.
Dissonance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt. That's out of alignment. Yeah. Let's take a quick look at transits. Let's just see some power dates. If you want to pay attention to, oh, I should share screen, right? Hang on. It's just like, so basically all the aspects I came up with, we can just see the kind of power dates and kind of pay attention. So, like it's good to know when Saturn goes direct, which is actually tomorrow. See here, Saturn goes direct tomorrow. That's something good to note. Then you can look here, you can see like also tomorrow you have Mercury opposing Uranus. This is communications, this is technology. You can see here the feminine power energy if you want to tap into that Pluto Venus energy we spoke about. The 5th through the 7th goes exact on the 6th. That's a good day. And this is all channeling energy. Mercury with trine Neptune, sextile Pluto. And then, of course, it's going to hit square the matrix. So you'll channel some good energy, and then it will square your belief. Your belief will get squared. So it might be good to maybe circle this one here. I'll show you. I don't know, whoever's using Prometheus, you can see what they're doing. So when I do transits, I look to see what kind of could stand out and maybe what we should expect. Okay. One sec. This new upgrade with Zoom is pretty bad. It
Yeah, it
doesn't get
is.
rid
I
of
would
it.
check out the 14th as well.
Yeah. Hey, I'll look in a sec. I just gotta okay, there we go. All right, so like this Mercury is kind of channeling some good energies here. So 5th through the 9th, but then on the 9th through the 11th, then the matrix will kind of be like, nope. So just know that when you're channeling on the 6th through the 7th, it's good. And then when the matrix hits you later, that's the false matrix. So it's good for people to note that. So this is right here, these dates. And then Mars, Uranus, that's very powerful time. 10th to the 13th. Mars opposing Uranus. Mars is in Libra at that time. Let me put my mouse here. Yeah, Mars is in Libra. Awake. Yeah, so this is and Uranus is in Aries, ruled by Mars. So that's going to be quite interesting because the Sun will also be opposing Uranus as well. So there could be a lot of it could be a lot of energy of breaking open on the 9th through the 14th. Did you say the 14th, Ramita? Is that why you said the 14th?
Yeah, because
Right here?
that's what I was saying. What you just said. That's why I asked. Because I was like,
Yeah,
I was seeing that, but I wanted to make sure I was if
yeah,
you was coinciding seeing that too.
yeah. This could be pretty intense. I mean, Uranus is unexpected, unpredictable. It's unpredictable power. But then right after that, if you want to use your energy wisely, the 12th through the 18th, you have the Mercury Venus energies, which is really good because that, if we remember, we'll look here. Venus, Virgo, Mercury in Maat and Libra. So you want to look at that. Like when all this awakening and power is coming, then you want to know, all right, I'm working with Sophia energy, not power. So, because if you see the theme of these lunar cycles and the Merkaba on tomorrow, you realize right away we're working. The power is in the feminine energy, not in the dominating masculine war energy that we're seeing. So if we can remember that with this power, I wonder what we can create. This is kind of what I'm going to focus on. Neptune, Mars, spiritual conviction, Sun, Neptune. So on these dates, also 16th through the 19th, so there's a lot of spiritual power on these dates right here. So feminine spiritual power, I would be focusing on between the 12th. Looks like, you can go as far as the 20th. So it lines up with the lunar cycles. And let me see anything important here. I mean, Sun square Saturn, that sucks. That's what we saw. That was around the full moon, I think, right? Yeah. Yeah, just
Yeah.
around that. And then Mars square Saturn. So this is like not the best. These are like the anger. This is the war. This is military dominating energies. So you just have to remember all of that power, because when that comes up, you can look at it as an illusion and don't give it power. Will it work? I don't know. The influences of the matrix are pretty strong. You turn on the news for 10 minutes and you believe everything. That's why I don't watch the news. Yeah. So everything else is pretty simple. All right. It's the Mercury Neptune channel. Yeah, so that's okay. So anyway, who has any questions on what we just did? Just over here. You guys are good? Stop share. Okay, cool. All right. So that's November. Yeah. Check. Let me look at charts. Check.
Shoot, it looked like a lot of November is about to be a whole religious coup, or
Yeah.
they would call what is that, converting.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
November is like right now.
Oh man, shit, man. I don't know.
I'm excited for it. I've been feeling it all. Well,
Oh,
I've been
hey,
feeling it all. Hey, but today I felt it a lot as well. Coming through the video, I had noticed that I took my notes there. I was all going wow. And I really believe it. This Merkaba, if you look at like all the pyramids, it shows, it looks like an astronaut, the hieroglyphics, but it's the Merkaba ascending. That's what they show Jesus in, the Merkaba. The light frequency of the star. So I'm really excited about this. It opens the portals to within our dimensions, our inner dimensions, that we can awaken and bring forth into this actualization. So this is a very great power month for me.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it all the way.
Yeah. Thanks. Who else? Okay. Asar, you were saying something, or?
I was saying something inside my head. I completely missed this whole entire session because literally 5 minutes before I jumped on, my alarm system started to go off. Mind you, this shit has been dismantled forever. I don't know what the fuck caused it to go off. Nothing we're doing, none of the codes we're putting in is turning this shit off. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I feel like some spirit came in the house and just fucked up my shit, but it's still going off.
Wow.
It's driving me nuts.
But that happened yesterday. Electronics went crazy.
Really?
Even when I was eating the music, it was digital music.
Mm-hmm.
And it was skipping like, and I'm like, whoa. And then something happened to my car. The window was going off. There was a remote that wasn't hitting. And I was like, what the hell?
Is anything that you saw within this astrological forecast indicative to like malfunctions in technology at all?
I didn't see it right away, other than I forgot what the dates were for the Mercury Uranus. You could look back at it. That could be malfunctions of technologies. But for yesterday, I don't know. I just said, well, something's going on. And yeah, it's electronic. It's electric. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And I was like, what? The music was like, dick, 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 dick. And I'm like, whoa, I'm like, okay. I walked out. I'm like, all right, it's a trip.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you, Ike.
hold on tight. Yeah. All right. Anybody else?
Yeah, I feel bad for a lot of. I feel bad for a lot of people who are Tauruses because they get like the shit in of the stick since end of September. I would say, and it's like for some reason it's like the universe is picking with them. I say that because I have a lot of Taurus friends, and I noticed that every single one of them, including my sister, have been going through some like real hectic, strange events.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been wondering, like, why are they being picked on? Why is the universe picking on them? And that's just been a question of mine for the last couple of months.
Yeah. Oh man, it's always a journey, man. Fucking shit. Yeah, you can't shut it off, man. Yeah.
I
I know
think
for
this is just the
me,
beginning.
the electronics and stuff, our servers have been acting up the last few days at work, files getting messed up. The same thing, like, because I listen to like Spotify and it was just playlists are getting all messed up. I was having to reset everything. I was getting mad. It's like I'm not getting notifications on my phone. Literally nothing. It's like my phone has gone on silent mode. It won't make a sound. I still haven't gotten it fixed.
Oh boy, yeah.
So my joke has been, well, I guess the universe is telling me disconnect from everything. That's been the sign for me
Yeah,
that I feel like I'm getting, because all my communications are just getting not
yeah.
right right now.
Okay,
And
so
our
you're
son is a
going.
Taurus. Our son is a Taurus, and he has had a very rough last few months. So I think you're onto something with that.
Yeah, yeah. It's there. It's written in the stars. That's what we say. Yeah.
I finally have video, Isaac.
Huh?
Can you see me?
Oh yeah, yeah. I can see you now. Yeah. Hi.
This
How
is
are
MP. How are you doing?
Hey, MP, how are you? What's
Yes,
happening?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. No, I'm out and about right now. And I was at a spot and I was like, wait, it started at 6 o'clock. And so I was like, let me hurry up and log in.
Oh,
Oh my
okay.
God. That
Yeah.
right there. And now you see who I am. You got a face to match my
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you always never on camera.
Yes. Hey,
Yeah,
Isaac.
nice to meet you.
How are
Yeah.
you?
Good, good. Thank you.
I'm coming to meet you on the boat soon. No.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so candid and frank. It's terrible. I am so unfiltered. I'm gonna have to tone it down a little bit. But I wanted to finally say hi since I'm out and I look presentable. Usually I'm at home watching the seminar, so
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
that right there. Yeah.
Okay. It was nice meeting you. Right on. Thank you. Okay.
But
This is
Yeah.
what you think about this coming Ophiuchus season?
Oh, well, it's my season, boy.
Yeah, I know.
I'm December 4th, so I'm right in between. Let's see. I'm ready.
I asked because I was looking at December, like I was like teaching people from my little video I'd made, and I was
Yeah.
showing them about December, and I cut it out, but something about this December, like months, starting from uh yeah, the second to when Mercury goes retrograde
Mm-hmm.
and when Jupiter goes out of retrograde. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's something immaculate coming during that time frame.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is the Christos time. This is the Christ conscious energy, the Fucus times. This is beyond. This is the human accessing the cosmic shaman realm. So let's roll. That's what I say. Yeah. Yeah. No doubt.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah. All right, cool guys. So yeah, anybody else want to share anything? It's always the crystal time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Ah,
Well, I know if
let's.
we are fighting ourselves with everything, and we're having trouble and we're trying to resist, it's just gonna be harder. So it's easier if you just go with the flow, like a river. We're all gonna go over the waterfall. So at least you have the hope of coming out on the other side, transformed. That's what's going on, you know.
Mhm.
That helps me when I'm raging, and going through the fear. It's heavy, you know. I just try to like breathe and then just go with it. And I've been like speaking it into existence, and so that's like all I talk about to make it easier, you know.
Mhm.
But it does help a little bit to put yourself back and regain
Yeah, the sound is a little hard to hear. I don't know if your mic is.
your.
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit. Yeah.
I have a question actually for everyone. So I
Okay.
just regarding one thing I've noticed sometimes when it comes to like the moon, for example. So we just had the full moon, correct? It was on the 28th, it was on the
Yeah.
Saturday.
Was it the 28th? Yeah, it was the eclipse.
Saturday, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it in Taurus? I think was it in Taurus? I don't remember.
Let's have a
I've
look.
written it down. Because then yesterday, when I was looking at it, yesterday, I had so much trouble sleeping. It literally, I didn't even realize it was the full moon on the weekend. I've just been so busy. And like yesterday, my energy was just so like really, I can't even explain it. Sometimes the way that the moon is like without even knowing there's a full moon, I'll know there's a freaking full moon. Like with
Yeah.
my dreams and everything. So, and
Mhm.
then last night I'm sleeping, I'm trying to sleep, and it felt like I was charged, like fully charged. And I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, is there like a full moon or something? So then I
Uh-huh.
pull out my Prometheus and then I look and I'm like, okay, no, this is like a few days ago. I'm like, why the hell am I feeling this like now? And then like my dreams all night were so intense. And I was just wondering, I'm like, is there anyone else who feels like the after effects like later on? Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm curious, because this happens often to me.
Yeah, I don't know. You should also look at your personal chart and see how it affects. Well, yeah, it was actually, I'm looking now because I was like on a mission here. It was in Aries.
Okay,
The
Aries. Okay.
sun was in Virgo. Um,
Oh, interesting.
effect, I mean, yeah, I mean, it depends if you got to do the merge with the synastry with your personal chart and the
I
chart of,
did. So the sun and the moon were both conjunct my Pluto.
oh, there you go.
And
That's
I
it.
had a lot of Pluto energy, like a lot of conjunction with my Pluto, and I was just like, okay. And like,
Yeah.
I forget what else there was, but I was just when I was looking at it, I was like, okay, like I guess
Yeah.
maybe it's been an interesting like week or a few weeks, I guess. Like, so yeah,
Oh, the eclipse.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it
it's
was.
true.
Yeah, it was in. Was it Aries?
Yeah, Aries, yeah. Aries, and then the sun was in Virgo.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah. And then we got all this kind of cold snap coming through everywhere.
Mm,
Something charging through.
that's for sure.
Yeah. So, all right. All right, peeps. I think we're gonna wrap it up. If anybody um wants to add anything, let me know. But yeah. Feeling the cosmic call. Okay. You're welcome, Billy. All right, everyone. We'll catch up soon. I see you. Tomorrow's a good day. Rise up.
Appreciate you.
Nice to
Rise
meet
up.
you, Jack.
Nice to
Be
meet you.
good and be safe.
Okay, thank you.